Good evening and welcome to Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with the host of Love 101, my man Naeem Najib. What's going on, brother? How you doing tonight?
I'm excellent. How you doing, Charles?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I can't complain. Can't complain at all. Got a little teaser this weekend, was in Florida, 75-degree weather, and come back to this. Lord have mercy. But
Why would
anyway,
you, why would you do that to yourself? No.
I know, man, it's a
Why would
teaser,
you
but
do that?
again, hey, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So
Yeah.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a commercial break and then we're gonna come right back. And the sponsor of the show tonight is the A Game. And here we go. This is A Game. This is energy. Check it out. And that is the A grain, A grain, A game. Great for vitality, energy, strength, and libido. And if you want your free sample, give me a call at 302-723-2836. Again, 302-723-2836 to get your free sample of the A game. Is running off the shelves.
Where can we get
Awesome
that
product.
A grain though?
A grain, I don't know, man. You know how it is. Hey, you know this is live, so hey, listen. I'll mess up 45 times. Y'all keep it moving though. Hey, we got a special guest in the back, man. I don't know if she wants to come on or not. I don't know. If you do, for Tamala, raise your hand. Let us know. The more I don't know what that is. Is that yes or wait a minute?
That means wait a minute. Give
Oh,
us a
wait a minute.
thumbs up when you're ready.
Oh, give us a thumbs up when you're ready. There you go. All right, there you go. All right, cool. So what's going? So how was your week, man? What's going on in New York City, man? What's up?
Busy week. I can't speak for New York, but I'm doing great. And I mean, the consensus is it's cold, And other than that, I'm enjoying. I just put out the new book, as you know,
Yes,
and
sir. Yep. Congratulations on that.
thank you. And I'll just give a short introduction. I'm Naeem Najib. My company is Love 101. And that's also my mission to make love basic. Like, you got English 101, etc., History 101. So we want to make love relatable and educational because at Love 101, we say that love is a mindset, first, a mindset and a skill set that you can learn and master. Anyone can learn and master. So you no longer have to worry about falling in love and falling out of love because when you fall, it usually indicates what? That you made a mistake. It was an accident. There's
Right.
no accidents in true love. True love, as we'll get to in our principles of love, is very intentional. And when you share that with someone, it's intentional on both sides. And then we're not just talking about romantic love. We're talking about principles of a healthy relationships, which is grounded in the facts of love, which we will get to. But did you want to add something, Charles, before we move forward?
Oh no, you're doing your thing, brother. Just I'm just listening right now, and you're taking it all in. That's all.
All right. So for Timala, do you want to come on and yet? Let me just give the okay. She giving
Oh,
the
she gave the thumb up. All right, here she is for
get through the
Timalo.
facts of love.
All right, here she is. Timalo. What's going on, lady? How you doing?
You're on mute.
You're on mute. You're on mute. There
There I
you
go.
go.
I feel
How you doing
underdressed.
today? You all
How
right?
you
You
doing?
good?
I am quarantining.
Oh, why? What's up?
Well,
Wow. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
it's okay. It's all good. I feel great. I feel, I moved a sofa today.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it's getting bad out there. We were just talking about it off air, me and Naeem, about how everyone's catching it now. Like I know so many family members that have it, and it's like going rampant through everybody I know. I'm like, wow, and it's crazy because some of those people you're around on a daily basis, and it's scary. I was around some family. I was tested again because of the fact that they ended up catching it again, and I came back negative. But it's just a scary thing right now. It seems like it's running rampant. I think I'm not an expert at it, but I know the cold is probably when it's going to really start, hitting a lot of folk, because that's when it does the most damage, as far as this cold weather is concerned. So, and of course, it's the flu season as well. So I don't know if we're marking flu out or what now, but everything's cold. So
Listen,
I don't know.
the cold and the flu have been feeling like the stepchildren. They're like,
oh, Corbin gets all the attention. He was here first. He was here longer. We've been with you, with your parents, with your grandparents. Who's that? COVID what?
And then they just start coming out and just joining in.
Right.
Like they got this new thing. What's it called?
Flu-rona.
Flu-rona. Yeah, flu-rona.
Ah, are you serious?
Flu
Wow.
and COVID at the same time.
Because they're different viruses, so you can actually have both or more. You can have the rhinovirus, you could have the flu, you could have, H1N1. You can have anything.
Alpha, beta, theta, delta.
Right. Everything's out. Yeah. So are you feeling okay though, Fatimala? Like what happened? Like
I feel great. Of course I'm in the nursing field, and so I'm around people that, have compromised immune systems, and they're easy to pick up things from people. And so my main patient did actually get COVID, probably most likely from her doctor. And of course, I'm with her all day. Of course she's coughing and, spitting up on me and whatever else she wants to do on me. And so there it is. So I'm not surprised, but I just had a sore throat, which I didn't really think it was COVID because it was just a sore throat for about 2 days last week. And so I got tested this weekend, so I'm home. Wow. And my house is becoming my big project. I'm revamping every room and I'm having a ball.
Yeah, that's all. Hey, now what you get 10 days? Is that 10 or 14?
I'm in the medical field. They do not want us out 10 or 14 days. We only get 5. We get 5 paid days.
Right. I was on a quarantine for 5 to 7 to make sure I didn't have it. This was a few weeks ago. I was on a cruise and I came back and I ended up getting sick that Sunday. And what happened was I had a sore throat. I just didn't feel good at all. So I went and got tested. I was negative, but they still gave me the 5 to 7 days off just for protocol. So I mean, it's paid time off. So I was able to get some things done that I normally couldn't get done during the week. So it was pretty cool.
So I'm taking advantage of the time off and enjoying it. My daughter's been enjoying me making dinner for her, every day. So just to let you guys know, us independent females, we still can cook. When the time is available and we got the space and the time to do it, we still can cook. She had chicken Alfredo one day, spaghetti and meatballs the next day. I made homemade biscuits.
Go ahead now.
So I'm just putting it out there. I don't know.
All right.
Well, I want to get to some comments.
Let's get
before they pile up a lot.
I know my stomach is like growling now since you said all that. Go ahead. You want to take them, Naeem, or you want me to grab them? What's up? Talk to me, baby.
I'll take them. Yeah,
you take them. Okay, go ahead. I hear you, baby. Go ahead.
I'm on tonight. We got Thomas saying, "Hey, fellas." We got Fatima Love right there. Hello, thanks for joining us.
Yes,
now you speak for yourself. And who is this? Izzy, or is this?
Yeah, that's Izzy Meditates. Of course, she got this new program and took her name off of it.
Right.
Poor Izzy.
Through Rona. And then Thomas says yes. And Kathy says, just came in. Good evening, everyone.
What's going on, Kathy?
She got that right. Independent women make it happen. Yes.
Yes, indeed. Hey, shout out to Kathy, too. For those of you who didn't vote yet, please go out there and vote for it. Matter of fact, I'm going to throw it up here on the screen right now. I know this is Miss Jet Set Mag. She's actually competing in this. So she has to finish within the top 15. She's in 6th place right now. So let's keep her going. As you right here, HTTPS. Listen, Miss.JetMag. It's right here. I'm not going to sit here and say all this, but you know exactly what it is. Please go vote for her, support her. also awesome young lady, and she's a family of Feel Good Talk Now. So let's support her. So please
go ahead and put that link in the chat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna leave that up there for 1 second. I'm gonna put it in the chat, and she says, thank you for your support, everyone. Nah, no problem. Thank you. We appreciate you. So thanks again for tuning in, and hey, let us know your results once they come in, please. And that's tomorrow. I think tomorrow's the last day. So if anybody can help her, please do that.
So for Tim of Love, you mind reading through the facts of love and healthy relationships with me?
No problem.
Yeah, can you see it okay?
Yeah,
let me just move this out of here. Bam, there you go.
All right, thank you for that. Yes, we're here. So we're talking about, as I said, we're going to come back to this, and this is the universal facts of love and fear, aka the acronym FACT stand for what you're about to read here, for a toxic or healthy relationship. So I'll read the left side, which is toxic relationships.
Okay.
I'll love to read the right side. So toxic relationships are based on these principles. So fear and force.
Okay. Love relationships are based off of healthy or love-based things.
Yeah. So for the first F, what do we got?
For the facts of love, the first F, we have freedom.
There you go.
Yeah. So this all spells out facts, FACTS. So for the A on this side, we got attack, abuse, and anger. So that's all toxic relationship have elements of attack, abuse, and anger involved in them. So that's how you know that it's not just like, oh, well, what should I watch for? It's not a specific behavior or words or look in the eye. It's these things. So when you're being attacked or attacking someone, whether it's verbally, emotionally, financially, physically, that relationship is toxic. Or whether that's happening to you. And on the other side, what do we got for A?
We have appreciation.
And that's so simple. And we'll go through an appreciation exercise at the end of this. Let me make a note of it, because if we can all learn the appreciation exercise, that will take our relationships to the next level. I guarantee you. So also you can go on healingtoxicrelationships.com and find all that.
Right.
So let's see what else we got. So we got conflict, confusion, and control. So when you hear someone trying to be controlling, always causing unnecessary conflict and confusion, there's a toxic relationship for you. And what do we have for healthy relationships?
Healthy relationship side for C, we have communication, clarity, care, and compassion.
Yes. And that's straightforward, right? Nobody can argue with communication and clarity outside of conflict and confusion. And on the other side, we have trauma and triggers for toxic relationships.
And for love relationships, we have trust and truth on the other side.
And finally, for unhealthy toxic relationships, we have separation, shame, suspicion.
And then on the healthy side of love, we have sincerity, surety. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, being sure.
All right, and security.
There you go.
All right, take that down. And now, so what I wanted to talk about today was actually trust, because trust is, it came up for me when I was thinking about this show, and it came up in a couple conversations. Someone actually brought that book and was talking to me about it. I was like, it's actually a good book. By the way, I wrote a book about trust, love, and communication. I recommend them all. But trust, as far as the trilogy of TLC, Trust, Love, Communication is Not a Game. Those are 3 different books. I would recommend you start with Trust is Not a Game. It's very straightforward, good book. And I'm actually going to open the conversation. What does everyone here think about trust? What does it mean to you? What does it mean, trust, to be trusted, trustworthiness? Can trust be, actually, let me get right into the book. I have it pulled up here. So I'm gonna talk about that. So can y'all see my screen?
Yes, indeed. And anyone out there, talk to us, definitely. Wait,
Yes.
Naeem.
What do we got? We got Facebook. Oh yeah, who's this? Izzy?
That's
Oh,
Izzy, yes. She's
thank
thanking people for
you.
tuning in. Mm-hmm.
All right. So this is my prelude. So this is the can you read this actually? This is the poeticals of the book. You can
Oh,
read this part.
I can read that for you.
Yes. Thank you. I'll scroll.
Trust is not earned. Trust is not lost. Trust is free. It does not cost. Trust cannot be broken. It cannot be fixed. It must be recognized or it will be missed. Did y'all like that?
Yeah. We still going though. You still got more.
Oh, I didn't see that. Trust is not a little or a lot. Trust is either remembered or it is not. Trust is not lost and trust is not found. Trust is never missing. It is always around. You can't see it. Trust is a choice and it's easy to make. Trust is always on time. It's never too late. What is trust? Trust is love. Love is within, neither below nor above. When you trust, there's no one to blame and there's nothing to lose because trust is not a game.
Wow, I like that. I like
Now
that.
we can snap.
Yeah. For those of y'all who doubted that I was a poet.
Yeah, now they know it. Now they know it.
Now y'all know it. So I like reading this part because it's ridiculous and it kind of exposes the insanity that we think about trust by our actions and by our words, by how we expect other people to show up. And this is just it's kind of a caricature. It's a joke on someone who would come to you and say these things. And the question is, would you trust this person? So I'm gonna change my voice whenever I speak insanity. I can't use my regular voice.
Don't use the girl voice that you be tripping on.
No, don't use what? Come on, man. What you talking about?
Yeah.
No, we gotta use that one. That's the one. So here's the scenario. Someone introduces themselves to you and says this. What's up, y'all? My name is Trust. And I'm perfect. I never made a mistake. I never had an accident. I never been late or absent to any appointment. I'm always calm. Never get upset. Never missed a phone call. Respond to every email, every call, every message immediately. Always pay all my bills on time. Never had a debt in my life. Never told a lie. Never, except this one. Never stole anything. Never had forgotten a birthday, anniversary, or any important occasion in anyone's life ever. I've shown up to every event I was ever invited to. I complete everything I start. I can be relied on entirely for all your needs. And everyone in my life is pleased with me in every way. All right, cut. So the question is, if someone said that to you, would you believe them? Yes or no?
Nah, come on, man. Stop.
Why? Why though? It sounds good. Sounds great.
It's just not real. I mean, no one's going to do everything perfectly. You're not going to complete every task. You're not going to please everyone. You're not going, it's just a bunch of baloney. Come on now. So,
right. Yeah, so, I wouldn't believe it either. It's too much. And really, who comes to you and says that?
No one. But we because it's so obscene. But the other part is we come into relationships looking at people like, see, what is one of the things they said? I'm never late to an appointment, right? And we've all been late to appointments. But then when someone's late to an appointment, let's say with you, now you're upset. Now you're mad. Right. Now you're like, I can't trust this person. What's that about? If you know that it's impossible, humanly impossible, to be late to an appointment unless you're a newborn baby. And even for that, like doctors be like, "Oh, the baby's late." Like, who are you? Like, what happened to nature?
Right.
The doctor's gonna be like, "Well, he's not on the schedule of the insurance. We can't keep making money. We gotta get him out. Get him out. We get these things going on. We make that money." Anyway, let me not start with them. I'm just saying that I was trying to say only newborn babies could adhere to those standards, but even according to some medical professionals, they be late. So no human is possible of these things. And so moving on, what if there's another scenario someone said this? Well, actually, could you read this, Fatimah?
Go ahead, Fatimah.
Oh, so we read this scenario.
Yes.
Hello, my name is all of that. I am not perfect. I mean well, and I have good intentions. I may not always show up on time. I may not always show up at all. That doesn't make me a bad person. I forget. I have accidents. I make mistakes, and I get upset. That doesn't make me a bad person. I failed before. I have succeeded before. I strive to do my best every day. I am not perfect, and I will never be perfect. That doesn't make me a bad person. I will not fulfill your expectations, and I don't have to. I am not in your life to hurt you. I am in your life to support you. Should you be open and willing to receive my support, accept me as I am, or don't. And it's okay either way. Now, that actually sounds like the girl I know inside of me, because that's usually how I present myself. I tell people all the time, you're gonna be pissed off with me at one time or the other. Just don't cross the boundaries. But you can let me know how I upset you in the right way.
Yeah, that's true. There you go. I like that.
And that's why this book is called Trust is Not a Game, a Manual for Grace, because it's more about having grace, grace with each other. Let me put this down while I'm scrolling. Than expecting people to be perfect. Because as I expose in the book, it's not. We got to get to these comments, actually.
Oh, my God. Yeah, they're off the chain right now.
I did ask y'all questions. So let me just let's get to this.
You want me to go through them or you got them?
Let's see. Yeah, okay, I got them. So we got Fatima saying, Izzy, my sister. Thomas is showing us some love. Tyrone Ricks, welcome.
What's up, Ty? Thanks. Hey, man, I had a great time yesterday, man. Definitely. Tender Life is definitely tuned in. Yes, sir.
We got
I don't know.
Danya over here in the Russian script talking about
shout out to YouTube. Yep, shout out to YouTube.
Yes, spasiba. And then we got who's that? Izzy, right? Talking about hey, Fatima love. Amy talking about Tyrone, saying hello to everybody, and then he's saying hello to you, Charles.
What's up, brother?
Love doctor, everyone. And then we got Kim Sue saying
what's
peace,
up, brother
and sister. Yeah, we miss you on the show, bro.
Miss you, man. In general, I haven't seen you in a while, man. Come on now, stop playing.
You got the link come through. And he says, trust to me is confidence knowing another has your best interest at heart. Thank you. Thank you for saying the heart part, right? Because we could have each other's best interests at heart. It doesn't mean that it always goes as planned, right?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. I trust your intentions. I trust your heart. You know, just like you trust your 2-year-old. That's like, you know, you trying to, I don't know, you'd be under the sink trying to fix the leaky pipe, and they're like, let me help you. And you're like, all right, here's a monkey wrench. You're like, here's a monkey wrench. Like, oh, shoot, you can't even hold it. Can't pick it up. They're going to do more damage than good. It's
right.
Like, dang, I need to bring my car from the garage out to the street. Like, oh, mommy, daddy, I'll help you. You throw your 2-year-old the keys. And what's going to happen? Well, before you get arrested for child endangerment, they're going to crash the car or somehow make some damage. But can you tell me that they did not mean to be helpful? That they did not really intend to be helpful to you because they see you having a problem? They're like, oh, I can get the car. I can help you. They may even believe it because they've seen you drive before, but they just learned how to walk. So it's not going to really work out. Exactly. So when you trust someone's intentions, it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to come through with what it is, and it can still be a healthy relationship.
That's right.
Thank you, Kinsu. And then
Tyrone speaking to Izzy, yeah.
Right, Tyrone, Izzy, and Kathy says, have to have love to truly trust. Thank you.
Yes.
Kathy. And
like that.
Thomas says, and what's her name? I think he might have been talking to you when you were talking to him.
Yeah, he was.
And William from the Lovebird says,
what's going on, Will? He says, good evening. And don't forget, everybody, after this, 8:30, check out the Lovebirds. Conversation with the Lovebirds. They come on at 8:30. Be here or be square.
And Izzy says, exactly. And William says, those are realistic expectations. So I guess when we talked about the one that Fatima Love read, as opposed to the insane person that was living inside of me that read that.
Right.
The shout out to you too. Oh, you got everything on. You got a bunch of keyboard warriors on here. You know, a lot to say. Maybe with the keyboard, like, yeah. Oh, should I mess my computer? Hold on, let me unplug this before I mess it up.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that, and what? Come through. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh. No, I didn't mean none of that. I'm sorry. No,
But yeah, you gotta be careful. Like I said on the YouTube channel, you get a lot of people, man, on there. There's crazy comments. So I try to ignore some of them. So, but anyway.
All right, we got some more comments. Thank y'all for the conversation, because it's interactive. Y'all know I can do this all day long by myself, but that's not why I'm here.
Yes,
so
he can.
Don't let me do this by myself. Thank you. Kathy says I have to listen to my mind. My heart loves too easy. That makes sense. Thank you for bringing the mind in there. Tinsu mentioned the heart. Kathy mentioned the mind, and that's why, coming back to the beginning, what I said, Love 101 is about a mind training to give us the mindset of love. Because love, if you think of it this way, love is a mindset, and a mindset is a way of thinking.
Right.
And a way of thinking can be learned. Right? There's a way of thinking that may change in you when you become a parent, or when you become when you are being trained at a new job, or you're studying something, or what have you. You have a spiritual practice every day. There's a way of thinking when, let's just say, in general, treat others as you want to be treated, right? That sort of thing. That's a way of thinking. And so before you come up here and talk about, then you like, if this was my podcast, how would I want to be treated? So before you get up here like, and so, what you gonna do? Before you start talking all that nonsense, you might say, wait a minute. Well, I want somebody to say all of this nonsense to me on my podcast. No, right. So let me just, I like your show. Okay. Even if it's not true, it's a good comment.
Or don't say nothing at all, you know?
Yes. Be like, the keyboard. Come on, Charles. How can we not say nothing?
You can scroll on by.
Just put some blank, like space bar in there, so we know that you're listening.
Right. There you go. There you go.
That's my thinking face emoji, right? So, wow, y'all are still talking. Let me bring.
They still talking, brother. Yes, sir.
Oh, he was talking about. That's the female. Oh, Thomas Green. She may be talking to me.
Yeah, he was talking to you about the female. Yeah.
Come on, Tom. Let me say something to me. It's not a female voice, Tom. Just because it's falsetto, don't mean it's female. What you trying to say? Trying to say that?
You got falsetto on.
Falsetto voice. What about Nina Simone though? How about that, Tom?
Yeah.
No, but it's just a general insane voice I use. So please don't think that it's gendered. It's just the voice that comes in my head when I'm insanely, and I have to make it ridiculous sounding so that I don't think, like, if I ever listen back to this, because I take my own voice seriously sometimes. Like, I have a kind of voice that's a little bit like, commanding, and it sounds like I'm talking, but I'm making jokes most of the time. But when I'm talking about things like this that are universally true, then I, even if it's insane, I don't like to talk about it in my own voice. So I make up an insane voice so we can make fun of it, y'all, because it's insane. Because it should be. Because the best way to heal is to laugh at it.
Right.
So yeah, but thank you, Thomas. And we got Robert. It's a good evening.
What's going on, Rob?
Sending peace and blessings to the field.
Yes, sir. Calling away from Vegas. It's my man.
And
Izzy meditates. Thanks for tuning in.
Also, you should take nothing I say in that voice seriously. Oh, and who is this? Fatimala. Who is this keyboard warrior talking about 90 stop with the crazy bro? What you talking about? Is that a girl? I told y'all. Because your thinking changes as you develop, mature, and experience life.
Very true. Very true.
It should.
Yeah, you're right. It should. You're right.
It should. It really should. People tell me all the time, "Oh, you changed." Well, if you'd have met 15-year-old Fatima, you would be clapping, dancing, and jumping for joy that I did.
Better know it.
I appreciate that you can laugh at yourself, Fatima Love. This is Amy says
Amy,
that's
yes.
good info. Love is a way of thinking. Spectacles.
That's right.
And Facebook, who's this? Izzy has
That's
laughed.
Izzy. Yeah, Izzy meditates. Yes, indeed.
Michael says amen. Thank you, Michael. Thomas is like yes. And Amy is
she says she's trying to skate and listen. Okay, go ahead, Amy. Thanks for tuning in. You know, appreciate it. That's our dedication right there.
And Michael Stormmill, who's it? No, Michael Stormmill. Thank you for tuning in. That's Izzy.
What's going on, Mike? Thanks for tuning in, bro. Appreciate you.
Thomas is like, watch it, bro.
Thomas, it can't be me because I never said I was a bro.
No, you don't know who he's talking to there, but Thomas. And Fatima Love says Vegas in the house. And Michael says,
"Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, you were not that bad. LOL. I guess he knew you.
He's talking about Fatima. Yeah, we all grew up together. Yeah.
All right, and okay, Amy in here on the skates. I love it. So yeah,
yes, good stuff, y'all. Good comments. Thanks for the comments. We definitely appreciate it. You know, keep them coming. But great conversation. I ain't on trust. I like it.
And let's continue. I have the way that I wrote this book. It was the third book that I wrote in the series of Love is Not a Game, Communication is Not a Game, Trust is Not a Game. But it's the book that I recommend that people read first because it's very simply laid out. I mean, they're all simply laid out, but it's just of those three things, love and communication and trust, people really get caught up on trust a lot. You know, it becomes confusing. We make it confusing. And my goal is to make it simpler. And my goal is also to inspire critical thinking, critical thought about it. So there is a part in here that talks about a conversation that you can have with the program. I call our conditioning about trust the program. And it's just how we've been conditioned to think about it. And there's a whole chapter about it here. We're not going to go into that because I just explained it. And this part is the lesson on trust, lesson 1. And so these are the questions. And just to review, I'll sit it here so y'all can answer at your leisure. What does trust mean to you? Or what is trust? Do you trust yourself? Are you a trustworthy person? What makes someone trustworthy? What makes someone untrustworthy? Can trust be lost? Can trust be found? How so? Can trust be broken? Can trust be fixed? How so? Is trust earned? Are there levels to trust? Right? These are important questions to ask. Why? Because we need to know exactly what we're talking about when we use the word trust. And there's no wrong answers, by the way, anybody. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with anyone. This is more questions for us to think. It's about critically thinking. So you yourself know what you mean when you say, I trust you, I don't trust you. What do you mean? Because a lot of times, and I'll just say this, when we say I trust, we mean I rely on. So it's like, man, I trust, the Uber Eats will get here when they said in that window of time, because they got here that time last 9 times.
Right.
And then on the 10th time, they didn't get here. So I don't trust them anymore. It's like, well, you're still eating the food, but you mean you don't rely on them, right? If someone's always late, you don't say, I don't trust this person. You just don't rely on them to show up on time. And you don't expect them to, because it's really your expectations that get broken, not your trust. But let me not get ahead of things. So we're going to have a discussion with the program. So I'm going to use the insane voice again, call this the program voice. And you are going to be the common sense side for Fatima Love. And if you can see this, you're on the right side, I'm on the left side.
There you go.
So this first conversation is about what is trust. And so the program will enter the conversation and say, come on, y'all, trust is complicated. You're up, Fatima.
Oh, what am I supposed to say? I'm the common sense side.
You're common sense, yeah.
Okay. Some of what he said, I lost some of what he said. Why does it have to be so complicated?
Because everybody has their own way of seeing it.
Well, let's decide on the common way of seeing it then.
It's not that easy, though. Not that easy.
Why not?
There's another line.
Another line.
Oh, do you want this? Do you want trust in your relationships?
Yes, of course. What you talking about?
So how can you have something if you can't even say what it is?
No words. You talking about? All right. So you see what we always say, what we are taught to say is trust is complicated. We can't explain it, but then you want it. How do you want something that you can't articulate what it is? How do you know you have it if you don't know how to say what it is? So that's the whole point of this here conversation. So
yeah, I would think people will be able to explain what when they say trust. I think for everybody it might be somewhat of a different definition, but the basic definition, like you said, the basic underlying thing really is being able to rely on someone. But then you have certain things that you are really high. It's really high up on your list of like a trust value system. Like it's really high up on my list for me. For me to trust somebody is trust and safety kind of go hand in hand. And so for me, I have to be able to express myself, how I feel, what I think, or whatever, and trust that the person would take what I'm saying in consideration and wouldn't just say, no, that's wrong. So that's like that's like, I don't know how to really explain that, but that's high on my trust scale. Like if I explain something to you, like I feel sad today, you say you don't have no business feeling sad. You're supposed to be a Christian, and God says that all things are in abundance to you. And I'm like, but I feel sad today. And you just dismiss it, then I don't feel safe in a trusting relationship with you. And then after that, a few times, I'm probably not going to share too much again. And the closeness is not going to be available for me in that relationship.
So you started by saying trust and safety are really close for you. So
yeah,
thank you for saying that. And you also said here in the comments, trust is an individualized definition. Yes, rely on is a good word. And Michael says trust is everything, even when the truth is bad. I'd rather have it because it means you love, care, and respect me enough to grow our relationship through truth, honesty, respect, and love. If one is missing, you won't make it. He also says we all understand it as something different. For some it's security, for some it's honesty. That's what the love says. Some is safety, right? So again, we're just talking about a word here, and you got people deciding what words mean, Oxford and Merriam and them, and doesn't necessarily mean that's what it means to you. And because you are free, remember our facts of love, you get to decide what it means for you. But if you're going to be using that word with someone, it'd be nice if you know exactly what they mean and what you mean. Because in some situations, we need to know exactly. It's like, hey, I'm gonna sell you this pen. It's a very high quality pen. I made it with my own hands. It took me 5 years to make. So yeah, I would like you to give me some value on it financially. You're like, here's 50 cents. It's like, whoa. Maybe you might want to define a price before you right? You might think it's worth $50, but somebody's like, oh, well, I don't see that. Here's 50 cents.
Right.
And so we're talking about the same pen. So that's what I mean. We're talking about the same word, but what does it mean to you?
Yeah.
And,
I think as far as trust is concerned, like we trust more than what we think. You understand what I'm saying? I think we already went over that, Naeem, as far as you trust that the Uber Eats is going to get there on time. You trust that the pilot's going to get you to your destination without crashing that plane. You trust that somebody's going to make your food and not spit on it, not drop it on the floor, whatever the case may be. I think we trust more than what we think. I mean, we use it, but I think we do more than, like I said, we use it more than we think we do. So I'm gonna leave it at that. That's all.
Yes. And we don't even think about it.
We don't even realize it, right? We don't
You've
even
never met these people yet. You eating out of their hand, literally. You're getting in their car, literally.
Yep.
Going, 30,000 feet in the sky with them, and putting your life in their hands, literally. So again, what does it mean? So we're asking questions out here giving conversations. All right, let's go for one more conversation. I know we're running out of time, but let's see. We got another question, which is, how do you trust? Will you read this one again with me, Timothy?
Okay. Yep.
All right.
We're going for team of the work today, baby.
That's right.
It's a good thing I went to Chester Upland School District. I learned how to read.
Reading is fun. Y'all.
Yes, it is.
This is also this is actually in the trust book. So if you find the book on Amazon or whatever, or you email me and you want to get a copy of it, let me know. I mean, this is from the book, so this is like a teaser. This is all in the first chapter, actually. So the program is like, from the question, how do you trust? It's like, I can only trust you if I can rely on your word.
What does that mean?
That means if you tell me you'll be somewhere at a certain time, I expect you to be there.
So if I show up on time, you trust me. And if I'm late, you don't trust me.
You're only good at your word, though. Come on.
If I have an emergency and I can't make it, does that make me untrustworthy?
See, now you throwing monkey wrenches. Not necessarily, though.
I'm just trying to be clear about what you're saying. So you can't say that someone's words and actions will create trust in every situation, every time, can you?
Come on, you.
Well.
Yeah. So again, that's the principle here. Trust principle. Trust is a choice. Trust has absolutely nothing to do with what anyone says or does. That is a lie. Universal truth test. If what someone says or does cannot produce the same result, meaning trust, in every single situation with every single person, every single time, then what they said or did is totally meaningless. You give it all the meaning it has for you. If you do not trust others because you do not trust yourself, your ability to trust has absolutely nothing to do with them and absolutely everything to do with you. Trust is a decision you must make. Nothing anyone can do can cause you to trust them or stop trusting them. You have the power of decision. Moving on, the question of levels to trust. So now we're going to talk about how is trust measured. So can I put you to work again, Timothy?
Here we go.
All right. So listen, here's a common statement.
I trust some people more than others.
How is that possible?
It depends. Like if we know each other for a long time, like me.
So you're saying trust increases over time? More time equals more trust, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you must trust everyone you've known for a long time, right?
No, stop making it complicated. It's about the relationship, the bond, like James Bond, like my family. I trust my family because they're my blood.
So are you saying there is some sort of genetic marker for trust?
No, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. It's just you can't trust everybody the same.
I don't know what you mean because you never even define trust. Could it be that you're talking about something else and calling it trust?
Tired of talking to
you. You sound like most of my phone calls end. I'm sick of you.
So we got a couple comments. So Michael is back talking about my trust is literally based on action. Words have little value in the grand scheme of things. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And Izzy says exactly. The saying I love most is the best I'm sorry is change behavior. I got the best I'm solid. I'm like the best apology is change.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that, Izzy.
So you saying if I keep talking smack on your page, then the best way to apologize is to stop talking smack on your page.
But a lot of people,
I'm sorry, but still
you'll end it or I'll end it. Either way, it's going to end.
Yeah, the bottom line is if you did something, just stop it and change your actions. That's it. That's how you develop that trust back.
So
you're on mute, Naeem. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I was just letting the conversation flow. Here's Michael saying, indeed. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you.
I know there's a little bit of delay, but any other questions, comments, insights? I wanted to talk about something else. You know, I am going to talk about something else. Y'all have enough stimuli about trust now. And I'm going to just throw something in here, which was a breakthrough for me.
What's that?
Today, because you hear this saying, people wanting to be seen and heard, right? All the time. And I struggle with that for a while because I'm like, what do you mean? Do you want the binocular? Like, do you want somebody to see you? Like, you don't want nobody with a make it creepy with a telescope in the window looking at you through your window. Do you want to be seen like that, right? What do you mean by seen? What do you mean by heard? Do you want someone to hear what you're saying, to read your words? And what I came to realize is what people mean is they want to be valued and appreciated.
Right.
Okay. And appreciation is, so I'm just using my words to articulate something that's commonly said. Oh, thank you for the live emoji for Timberlake. And I think that it's pretty universal that we all want to be valued and appreciated, especially by those that we value and appreciate and those that we care about. And so since I always go deep into things, even simple things, you know, like we always says, oh, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I'm like, what do you mean by that? You use the same word in the same sentence in two different contexts.
Right.
I love you, but then you're saying I'm not in love with you. It's like saying I'm here with you on the show, Charles and Fatima Love, but I'm also not here on the show.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. How you gonna say one thing that's true and then another thing that's the opposite of it and still be true? It's because you change the meaning of the word mid-sentence. When you say I love you, you're saying I appreciate you. When you say I'm not in love with you, but I'm not interested in you romantically, right? Usually that's what it means. I appreciate you, I value you, I care about you, and I don't want to be romantically or sexually involved with you. I'm not attracted to you in that way. Perhaps that's what you mean. And if that's what you mean, just say it. You know, I'm all about clarity. So I'm not criticizing anybody. I'm just saying that there can be clarity. There can be more clarity. And so more on this here to be seen and heard thing. What we have to realize is that everybody is free. You can't force value and appreciation. Just like there are things out here in the world for sale, and people, merchants and vendors and people, creative artists who create these things and products and services, they put a price on it, right? It could be I don't know, a phone. They say, you know, this phone that manufactured by my company, $5,000. You're like, no, you know, I'll get the same one for $100, right? Or get it from China, right? Or you'd be like, yeah, I'm paying $5,000 for that because that's the phone that I like and I value and I appreciate, and I'm going to pay $5,000. Same phone, different person, different purchase or not. So now you can't force people to value you the way that you want to be valued or to appreciate you the way that you want to be appreciated. So all of this sensitivity when it comes to how people are speaking to you, and it's like we seem to be sometimes trying to force a scenario artificially by contriving words and sayings like, oh, thank you so much, or oh, thank you for sharing, or I heard you, I hear you, I appreciate you. Just throwing that out there, but it's not really from the heart. It's not really felt. So for example, let's just say, going back to value and appreciate. So let's say you shared something that's very important to you, Charles, Fatima Love, anybody listening. Say you shared something with someone and the person was, you know, not listening. They was like doing you talking and they writing crap on somebody else's page, doing their keyboard warrior stuff. Or over here, like, okay, yeah, I heard you saying, you pouring your heart out, like, yeah. And then afterwards, you like, so what did you think of that? Like, thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah. Right? Is that like, do those words mean anything? Or on another scenario, same thing. You're sharing something that's heartfelt to you. Someone's sitting there listening. They thought about it. You're like, what do you think about that? You're like, well, you know what? I really appreciate you. You know, I didn't know that that's what you went through, or thank you for sharing that part of your story. I really can see things the way you're seeing them now. And thank you for sharing that. That really, you know, gave me something to think about. Right. So same words, but different value and appreciation. First person, they just said the words. Yeah, thanks for sharing. But the second person actually was grateful that you shared. And so we can't force someone to value and appreciate us. And we have to accept that people, not everyone is going to value and appreciate us. And not everyone's going to be sensitive to us and our feelings and how we want to be called and our pronouns and all of that. And it's okay. You know why? Because people are free. And you're free to request that, look, if I'm talking, could you put your phone down and listen? And they're also free to be like, what? Nah, I'm trying to play Candy Crush right now. You know, they're free to do that. You don't own anybody's time, energy, or attention.
Right.
And so it's always a gift and should be appreciated both ways. And my final thought in closing on this is, if you want to be valued and appreciated, what should you do? Well, tune in next week and we'll reveal that. You know, I mess with y'all. But I'm gonna tell you what you should do is start doing it. Start really fun. Like, stop, you know, looking and waiting and thinking that somebody's just going to jump through the chimney and breaking into your house like Santa Claus and value and appreciate you and leave gifts on your floor. All right. How about you just find someone or a conversation, even a text, whatever exchange you have with someone, and really think to yourself, what do I value about this conversation, this exchange, this person? What do I appreciate? And express that. I appreciate you sharing that. I appreciate your thoughts. And that's for everyone here as well. I appreciate y'all sharing. Even Dos Vidania over here, you know, talking about, you know, the keyboard warriorness. You know,
well, I blocked him, so I don't know. He's talking. He's talking. Yeah, he's talking another language. I don't know what he's saying. So when I don't know what someone's saying, I block.
I'm gonna go ahead and think he's like, good show, such a good show. I love your show.
He keeps putting the same thing in there, vor and go. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
Yeah,
Hey, we got some more comments out there though. We got my man Michael Storm Miller. He says, "A great show." Hey, thanks, Mike. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Thanks for taking that time out. We have Deneen Arbitrary. She says, more time can allow for a better understanding of the relationship, not necessarily trust.
Thank you, Deneen.
Like that. Izzy tells Mike, thank you. And Fatima says, go where you're appreciated. Stop looking and waiting. Value and appreciate yourself. Exactly. I agree with you 120%. What'd you say, Naeem? You had something to say?
No, I just said, how about that? What Fatima Love said. Value and appreciate yourself first.
And she says, language of weirdness. Okay.
That was Das Vidania, yeah.
That's Vidania. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, so I had to cut him off. And we got Erica Tiller. She says, hello, everyone. Hello, my sister. Hey, Erica, don't hang up and don't go no. I said hang up. Don't go nowhere because well, I'm gonna let Naeem finish up what he got to do, and then we got something for you. But I'm gonna let Naeem do his thing. Go ahead, Naeem.
I've said everything. So go to healingtoxicrelationships.com if y'all want more information and more yeah, there it is. And more insight, classes, workbooks, information, all that is there. And so it's all available to you.
Awesome.
That's the best domain name there is. So.
There you go. And William Bird, he says self-love is very important. Yes, it is. Hey, and check out the conversation with the Lovebirds right after Feel Good Talk Love 101, 8:30 p.m. right here on Feel Good Talk, Mind, Body, Soul, and Business. And we got Erica. She says, okay, cuzzo. And we got William throwing hearts up. Hey, as all y'all know, we had a singles mixer. It actually turned out it was supposed to be a dating game. Break it down. What was it supposed to be, Fatima? You know exactly, you break it down for us what it was supposed to be and then what it turned into. Talk to us.
Well, initially we had got together and thought that, we know a lot of singles, and we had got together and we were going to do some matchmaking, and it was called, the hookup with the Love Doctor and Dr. Feelgood. we ended up doing a singles mixer in Delaware, and we had a great time. I don't know what Chuck has up his sleeve right now, but we had
Hey,
a good time getting together with our singles, playing games, talking. Of course, Naeem Najib gave us some really good lessons and some education. We had somebody come out, and somebody was singing, and we all kind of just really grooved together, and we mixed it up. It was a really good time. It was a really good
awesome
time.
time. And for those of you who haven't seen Naeem Najib in person and at work for real, wow, it was amazing. He did his thing. He put it down. I'm always impressed by this brother, but I'm always impressed when we do it live, because he does his thing. So if you missed it, you missed it. But you know what? I had my videographer out there, my man Bud. He did his thing. So we're going to show you a clip. It's a 2-minute clip of what went down that night, and we had some highlights, basically what went down. So we're going to show it right now. And you ready? Everybody ready? Let's do it. Here we go. Brandywine Parkway, Wilmington, Delaware, 19803. We're down here. We're having a great time with some singles out here. So, men, I don't know what happened to the men.
And then I was told to hug a tree. I've tried all foods everywhere I go because my mom is telling me everything.
Parkway, Wilmington, Delaware, 19803. We're down here. We're having a great time with some singles out here. So, men, I don't know what happened to the men, but we got a lot of beautiful women here tonight. We got some single men as well, and they'll sit down, they're gonna talk, and we're just gonna interview a couple of them and have a good time. So, man, how was your week?
Good book here. Since we here, might as well show it.
That's right.
Love is Not a Game. I wrote a book about love. First book I wrote was called Love is Not a Game. You should find that on Amazon.
Because I'm young like I used to be, so you know what I mean? I gotta give her some for about 2 weeks, and then I gotta give you some for 1 week. And then,
That's my man Naeem Najib. You know what I mean? We on camera. That's my man Naeem Najib. Love 101. Phil can talk Love 101. The not 1-2 what? 1-2 punch combination. I don't know.
And this is Dr. Feelgood right here.
Yeah, Dr. Feelgood.
Chuck B.
Right, there you go.
So,
yeah. All right. Well, thanks, man. Hey, thanks for the support for everybody for tuning in to Feel Good Talk in general. We appreciate you. We love you. You have anything that you'd like to say?
All right. Now, all three of them trying to say, what's love got to do with it?
I can't even think right now.
Tell us something.
We're having a singles mixer sponsored by Feel Good Talk. So come on out and have a great time. All right. Get these pretty young ladies. And that's how it went down that night. We had a grand time. It was great. We had some fun. And I can't wait to the next event, man. I mean, we always have a great time. We out there. I don't know, man. It was awesome. So I don't know, any comments out there?
Those microphones you had, that setup was great.
Yeah, it worked out really well. Of course, we had a awesome videographer out there, my man Bud. He's the truth, man. He did work with the Roots, Jill Scott, and all of them. So again, you'll be hearing a lot about him. He's the truth. So definitely check out his work. So yeah, man, awesome time. We had a great time. That event turned out really, really nice, and we had some really nice games, food. It was nice. I had fun. We had fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, good conversations, great people, great energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really good people. Really good energy.
And I want to give a special shout out to Fatima, because you actually put all that together for us. At this place, you did a hell of a job. Thanks for looking out for the singles, getting them together. Men, I don't know, y'all. We gotta do better. That's all I got to say. We gotta do better. We had a lot of women there, and it was a good time. We just didn't have. We had some single men there. It was pretty good. We had a really good time though. So again, hopefully next time y'all show up, and I don't know, man. I'm praying for us. That's all I got to say. But again, thank you for Timla for putting it together. You did an excellent job. You had some games going on. You had all kinds of decorations going on. You did the darn thing. So we definitely love that.
Thank you, thank you,
Mhm.
thank you, thank you.
You know, we got Erica Tillery. She says amazing time with love in the building. Yes, it was nothing but love in the building. Had an awesome time. And she said, yes, Fatima West did and appreciate you. Yes, indeed. So
Oh, thank
William
you.
Burst is awesome. And speaking of awesome, we have a love cruise coming up February the 13th. So if anybody doesn't know about that, please, we're gonna post that again. This is for the Lovebirds. They got something going on, Love Cruise. So it's with the Spirit of Philadelphia. It's going to be a brunch, I guess, type atmosphere. I think it's 12 to 2:30, if I'm not mistaken. I have the poster back up, but you definitely want to get down with that. That's the next event. Feel Good Talk will be broadcasting live from the Spirit of Philadelphia. And since we're talking about love, why not bring that up? You know what I mean? And Fatima West says, I love myself. You love yourself. Woo-hoo. Woohoo, whatever it is. And
You make me snort.
yeah, I snort all the time. So, you know, as far as when I laugh, so it's crazy. But awesome time. So I don't know. It was a great show, Naeem. Any last words? Or Amy Cower says, I'm all booked for the cruise. Y'all single men show up. There you go. Men, please show up. Men. I'm gonna say it again. Men, show up. I don't know where you are, but please show up. And she says, I can't wait till February 13th with the Lovebirds. Yes, indeed. That's gonna be a great time. Great time. So we're gonna be interviewing. We're gonna have a love connection. It's kind of like a love connection game. So we'll be talking to some of the singles and you know, hooking them up. And it's gonna be a fun time. Fun time. So. Naeem, you there?
All right. Yeah, I'm trying to get off mute. Okay. Yes. So thank you.
Oh, I like that. I'm sorry. I like that. The love connection on the love boat with the lovebirds. All right. That's what I'm talking about. I got some expectations now.
Yeah, you never know what's going down.
That's a lot of love.
Love connection on the love boat with the lovebirds. There you go. And Erica says, I'm going single. So any woman want to join me, come on. And you single men, come on out. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And oh, I'm sorry, man. Me and Naeem working the boards together. So go ahead, brother.
All right. Hopefully the brunch cruise will be just as amazing. September love. We need to brainstorm something creative for the singles inbox.
Yeah, she is the lady to definitely check out. She had that thing. It was fire at where we were at Red Robin. So she did her thing there. So definitely check that. You definitely want to check for Timla out. She got it going on with that. And we got Amy. She says, Erica Tillery, me too. I'm coming from Atlanta. Wow, ATL will be in the house. Matter of fact, you know, the Lovebirds they're from Chester, but they are residing in ATL as well. So again, Feel Good Talk will be on tour this year as well. You know, hopefully, you know, with all the COVID and stuff, hopefully it'll be kind of simmered down a little bit. That'll probably be in the spring, and we're gonna hit all of the cities that are everyone's from Feel Good Talk is from. So we're gonna start probably over at Izzy Meditates neck of the woods in Virginia and work our way back over across the United States. And we're gonna go from there. So it's gonna be a fun year. And we just hope, you know, just want everybody to come on the journey with us. We should have a great time. Breon Williams says she's pretty. Yes, indeed. There you go. There you go for Timala. We got somebody in there talking. Yes,
What? Who are you
indeed.
talking about?
Breon Williams. Talking about you. And
really?
that's the only woman on here. And she said, Timala says, I will speak with the Lovebird soon. Prizes and gifts, swag bags for the guests. Yes. And that was Facebook user. That was Izzy. She says yes. And then we got Erica. She says, girl, that's what I'm talking about. Also, my sister Sophia Schamberger English also can connect with. Yeah, get them all there. And Fatima, West, yes, and affirmative. Okay, cool. So, hey, awesome show, man. Awesome show, Naeem. As always. And like I said, if you haven't seen the Love Doctor in action, you know, hopefully he can make that event, because there's nothing, you know, we got to get him in the house. We got to get him in the place. So definitely check.
But love, got love, love birds, love doctor, love. nurse, love, everything.
Yeah, everything's love. Everything's love.
Everything's love.
Yeah,
Oh, love.
Kelly Soul, what's going on, lady? She says, peace, family. She's checking us out on YouTube. Appreciate you. She says, come on. Timmy says, come on, single ladies. I'll be in the house. Single 7, ready to mingle. Okay, go ahead now. And William versus Fatima West. Yup, yes, in affirmative. He says it again. Okay. All right, cool. So
all right.
I don't know. You go ahead, Naeem. I'll let you go ahead and end this. You know,
I've said everything. We've talked about critical thinking, the facts of love and fear. We talked about trust. We talked about being seen and heard, aka valued and appreciated, and knows that value and appreciate yourself. Extend it to others and know that you're not entitled to it and you can practice doing it. Oh yes, the appreciation exercise. So I'll end on this. So appreciation exercise are really 3 questions that you have. You grab a partner, it can be anyone, it can be a child, anyone that is willing to do it with you. And you ask these 3 questions to them. What do you appreciate about yourself? And then they will ask you the same question. And it can be, just go for like 1 to 3 things. I appreciate my hair, my intelligence. I appreciate my charisma, whatever it is that you can come up with. Then the second question is, what do you appreciate about me? So you're asking them what they appreciate about you. So you're invoking and requesting them to express appreciation to you. And the third question, and they will ask you the same. Then the third question is, what do you appreciate about us? Meaning you and I, our relationship, our dynamic. And those are the 3 questions that make up the appreciation exercise. It's yourself. It's you, me, us. What do you appreciate about you? We appreciate about me. We appreciate about us. And you can open the doors to some amazing conversations and connections just with those 3 questions. And it doesn't have to be in any order, but the one about what do you appreciate about yourself is very important because most people are never asked that question. And you have to find something that you appreciate about yourself, especially if you want to be able to receive appreciation.
Right.
You can't rely on other people to appreciate you. You have to appreciate yourself. So that's where it starts. And I'm done. Thanks for listening.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. And for Timela Love, do you have anything to say before we get out of here?
No, I just want to say, Naeem, we appreciate you. We appreciate the information and the teaching, and giving us an opportunity to see things in a different light and from a different view. So it's all very well received, and we appreciate the knowledge. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. So,
my pleasure.
Yep, definitely. And we got one last question. I don't want to leave out here without asking her this, but we're gonna make it real quick and simple. Wait a minute, I done messed up.
No, that was me. Go ahead.
That was you. Oh, okay. Never mind. We'll answer that question in the comments after the fact. What's this? Okay, this for Timla still getting it in. And William Bird says, great show, everyone. And for everyone out there, again, check out the Lovebirds. They coming on at 8:30 tonight. So you will definitely want to check out that show. In 13 minutes, they will be on. So again, thanks for tuning in to Feel Good Talk Love 101. I'm your host, Charles Brakely, along with the host of Love 101, my man Naeem Najib, and the lovely Fatimala Love. All right. So we'll see y'all next week, same time. We're out of here. Peace.